this has the NFL terrified. There are new reports coming out about the defense of the Buccaneers, specifically the secondary, is seeming to be standing out this training camp. We'll be talking about who these players are, what specifically they are standing out in, and how this is going to be affecting the rest of the NFL and their perception of what they fear of the Buccaneers. Welcome to Buccaneers Digest, and I am Sebastian, your host. Make sure to subscribe. 95% of y'all still not subscribed, so just gotta make sure to hit the bell, hit the button, and join the Bucs on this journey. It is Hall of Fame game day. Football is back. No more football-less weeks until February, so that is an awesome thing to see and to feel. So it'll just be good to have that in the air tonight and just going forward for the weeks to come. So, but what are we talking about with the Buccaneers here? Because there's been a lot of excitement around the secondary and our corners, safeties. Zion McCollum, one of our, it's funny to say veteran safeties, he's still young, but he said that we watch turnover circuits weekly as a defense, and it's really translating. I feel like the past couple of seasons, we've talked about it a lot and come up a bit short. But to see what we're now capitalizing on that, everybody's taking it very, very seriously. We're going out and executing. So that's really encouraging to hear from Zion. He is acknowledging that there has been some past failures from the Buccaneers defense and the secondary just in general, not really generating turnovers, not really generating just the overall coverage that we need. This isn't just a secondary issue. Obviously, the pass rush has been a problem for the Buccaneers as well. When they can't get home as quickly, it means that we have to send more guys in to blitz, which means the secondary is more open to pass attacks. There's less guys in coverage when we send more guys after the quarterback. And so Todd Bowles has to be a bit more creative. But now that we have more younger guys, more agile guys, and versatile guys to rotate in and out, especially in the secondary, it allows us to do a little bit more of those defensive packages and not worry as much about those guys holding their end of the bargain in the backfield. And so this is really encouraging that they're feeling this way. And it's not the only guy who's singing the praises. Todd Bowles, he's also talking about the rotation-wise. Parrish is there, that being the third-round rookie. Izzian is there. Tyke is there. J.J. Roberts, he was an undrafted rookie that was picked up. Zion, Winfield, they're all taking reps there. We have a bunch of guys that know how to play a nickel. It gives us options. I love this. It's really exciting to hear that, like, not only do we have our veteran guys like Dean or Zion, but we have these young guys who are already learning, different positions. They can play outside, they can play inside. Those that are on the nickel position that are playing inside means that they're closer to the ball. They have a better understanding of play recognition. It's less about staying on their man on the outside, covering their guy, and being able to make plays on the ball, whether it's run plays or making tackles and adjusting to whatever's going on. So that's really exciting to hear. And again, like Todd's talking about it, Dean is talking about it. I think that we're much better than the 2020 Super Bowl team. He just like the camaraderie, how we all play together. Everybody has this grit to them. We just want to keep competing, make sure that we're getting better. I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool to hear from Dean. I mean, he was there for that Super Bowl team. He had a pick six against Aaron Rodgers during that season, and he was a pretty crucial part in our defensive stretch, especially in the playoffs where, that secondary was electric. And if he is feeling this good about this training camp with a bunch of young guys, new guys, he is the veteran. And there's been a lot of concern, me included, just from fans and coaches in general, about Dean's ability to kind of hold up. He is our cornerback one as of right now. Some are thinking that it's going to be Zion who will be taking that cornerback one spot pretty soon. And Dean might be included in some trade packages down the line. But overall, Dean has the experience. He still has the juice, and it's good to kind of see him talk up this defense. And because we've had good starts to the season on defense, but then it's just about the injuries and not having the depth at corner that we need. So Todd talking about that all these guys can rotate in and out, and there's a lot of guys who are intercepting the ball. This is what I really wanted to talk about. Is that this training camp, we've been hearing a lot about, Zion making interceptions and, Antoine making interceptions, Benjamin Morrison making an interception. Like there's guys stepping up and just making turnovers, and that's something that we were really missing from this team, is that the interception rate had really gone down. So I'm excited. It's obviously not when you have something that good happening on the defense, it means you're also going to worry about the offense. Clearly, like, we don't want to be hearing that Baker's throwing all these picks. That's specifically something that we need him to work on, because last year he did throw 16 interceptions, which is not a good interception number. He did throw a lot of touchdowns, and he's still throwing touchdowns in training camp, but it seems like we're getting right now more of the same in training camp, and we're really hoping with all these new offensive weapons that he has, Bucky Irving's second year, Mike Evans in his prime, Devin Culp, tight end, he's been standing out while Kate Otten has been nursing an injury, but obviously Emeka Egbuka and Jalen McMillan's second year. He has so much at his disposal that it's a little concerning to hear that he's throwing all these turnovers. Maybe he's gunslinging it like Jameis Winston, but Bucs fans are really, we've kind of had enough of that. We'd rather just take care of the ball like Tom Brady did. So that's just also just something that, is worth considering for us right now. But also Benjamin Morrison, our rookie, he had to say, I love competition. So anytime you can compete for something that wakes me up, gets the confidence, getting the confidence of going against him, which being Mike Evans, and being able to see the way he works. I mean, I observe and I can just watch from afar. Ultimately, I want to be able to do the things on the opposite side of the ball that he has done. Talking about Mike Evans. So greatness inspiring greatness. There is a lot of great players on this Buccaneers team, and they are constantly pushing each other. The competition of this camp. That's just what's so great, is that these players are all Buccaneer greats. They started with the Buccaneers and are still great players. It's not like we just picked up a bunch of players who were great on other teams and brought them here. They are just homegrown Buccaneers who are great, and it makes the young guys feel like, okay, I can become a great here. It's not like I'm just going to develop and then go somewhere else to be great. This is a team that is meant for greatness, and the corners having that competition against these great wide receivers is only going to make them better. And so it's great to have them be just talking about this stuff and being very open about, like, yeah, like I want to go up against the best, and so that's the thing. I am excited about the fact that we have guys who are, making plays, and overall, it's really encouraging that Benjamin Morrison is making interceptions and he's doing a lot of play recognition and stuff. We're obviously looking towards him being one of our outside corner guys who's just focused on covering one-on-one, whereas the other folks like Izzy and Tyke, the smaller corners, are versatile, but they'll be on the inside, and also maybe switching in and out of the safety position. J.J. Roberts, another name that's been coming up as a safety option for the Buccaneers that'll be there with Antoine, who'll be a mainstay, obviously, at safety position. One of the best safeties in the league, Antoine. He's one of the leaders of the defense, looking to take on that later position once Lavonte has retired. And so some of these secondary guys are going to be learning a lot from Antoine, and just how to maintain that Super Bowl greatness that he was there in his rookie season for. So that's good to have that part of him. So what do we want to take away from this is the fact that interceptions, turnovers, it means that there's going to be a lot of mistakes that the Buccaneers are learning from. Now, does this mean that the offensive coordinator, Josh Grizzard, is maybe not utilizing Baker to his fullest extent, maybe not dialing up the right plays, or growing pains, very much, obviously a thing. Sometimes I would rather a guy go through all of those interceptions and frustrations in training camp. I think a lot of people would, over doing that, figuring all of that out in the regular season. Like, some people would say that if you throw like perfectly in training camp, touchdowns almost every pass, and like everything's going swell, and you're like, wow, that's really concerning about our defense, and it's not helping our offense get any better. It's almost giving them too much confidence, because we know that's not what it's going to be like in the regular season. So that there is some benefit for the offense in that sense. It's not just like complete doom and gloom for like Baker or Kyle Trask. It does make me more curious, especially for Kyle Trask, who's been throwing a lot of picks reportedly. in preseason just to see how that's going for him and see that is he kind of sliding a little bit because typically this is not his style to be throwing all these interceptions. Just as a Gator fan, I know. But so we'll be seeing the preseason what he's like, and then hopefully Baker doesn't carry all these interceptions to the regular season. But again, very encouraging for the defense. So what is your takeaway is my question is, do you think that this is a plus for the defense, or is it more of a knock against the offense for the Buccaneers? Sound down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, and we just gotta keep going and get ready for this season because I can't wait. I mean, the Bucs, they're just sounding like they're so deep, and they're just ready for the competition that is coming. Preseason right around the corner. Get ready for some football, guys. I will see y'all in the next video.